Yeah, so as you can see, this is the prototype. It is a prototype, so don't take it too seriously. And the thing about these prototypes is they always say you shouldn't take them too seriously as indicative of the quality of the final game, but at the same time, they totally indicate the quality of the final game, you know? It's a bit weird. I mean, you see this all over the place. Anyway, so this is Blasphemous. It is a game that's some kind of action-y game where everything looks cool. I would say that's the main thing they worked for in this game. They want everything to look cool. They have these guys. I'm going to let those guys live for a little bit next time, just to show you what happens. I believe I forget what you're called, the Unsullied or something. You know, you've got one of those names like that. You know, you're the chosen one who's destined to fuck shit up, if I may. To lay the smackdown on everybody. I need to get one of those guys on their own. Just everything looks cool. It looks a bit, I'd say, in terms of the action, it's somewhere between Dark Souls and Devil May Cry, pretty much. Yeah, so these guys... Oh, I thought they self-flat... They whip themselves, at least some of the time. I think a lot of this is based on Spanish stuff. Like, you know those KKK... There he is, you see that? You see that? You saw it. He whips himself, it's cool. Don't whip yourselves, kids. I don't hear very many good things about whipping yourself, to be honest. Most of the time, I think most people report that it gives no enlightenment, and it just kind of... You get nothing out of it, you know? So don't whip yourselves at home, kids. Just, it doesn't really help. Even though sometimes it might seem as though it does. But where was I? Yeah, a lot of the aesthetics here... I thought maybe it was based on the way Dark Souls stuff looks. I think it's more based on Spanish stuff. Because they... you know, those pointy hoods that have been given kind of a bad reputation from the KKK. There's nothing inherently wrong with the hoods. The hoods are cool. I wanted to have the cultists in Super Space Slayer 2 have those hoods as well, for the record, because those hoods are cool looking. And my baddies would look cool. They'd be like the Death Eaters from Harry Potter. But anyway... I probably ought to be talking about the way it plays as well, but... Oh dear, there we go. Okay. Where was I? Spain, the hoods, they have cool processions there in Spain, where they have these guys with those hoods, and so forth. I forget where I was going with this, really. Oh, he's got a cool scarf as well. He's going to make a mean cosplay, actually. He's kind of multicolored, this guy. Good luck getting under doorways and things dressed as this guy, I tell you. I'm tempted to have a shot at it myself, really. But anyway, the cool hoods are, you know, I didn't really have much of a story. Just bring up some pictures. Bring up some pictures. Distractions. Don't worry about the ladders. Distractions. Just have some pictures. And one more picture. And there we go. Apparently, you can't control him with the D-pad in this demo for some reason. It's just the, Oh, there we go. That sorts everything out. You can jump from the ladders. Everything looks pretty cool. It's like... I guess it's kind of like Neo Geo artwork or something, actually. It's pixel art, but it's fairly high resolution, and it's kind of like Neo Geo stuff. And just the way the grass blows in the, you know, implicit breeze and everything is quite neat. I guess they don't really have any music in this. It's like Dark Souls or something like that. They just have the atmospheric noises. Actually, I'm finding this a lot easier now I know how it works. Those guys just kind of go after you and you hit them 3 times. I don't know if there's more combos or something later. It's kind of... yeah. It's a good, straightforward thing, this game, but I'm sure... I don't know quite how it's going to play later on. Smackaroo. And... oh, the big danger, really, is the spikes. You can get smacked onto spikes. Yeah, this whole thing is eerily like a game I wanted to make. I kind of wanted to make, like, Dark Souls, Devil May Cry, Castlevania, with spikes... and all that kind of thing. And that's clearly what these guys have more or less done. You know, that's... I guess everyone wants to make the same stuff, you know? Ha. And I think, yeah, the later... as so often happens in these games, the later hits in the combo are actually more powerful than the earlier hits. So it is worth executing the combos. And what you just witnessed there, folks, was a meaty attack. Apparently it's called a meaty attack, where you knock them down, wait for them to get up, and then you're already charging up this other attack that's gonna whack them again, but harder. I did a lot of those playing Bloodborne. I found you knock people over, then you do charge up your charge-up attack. It's good news. And now will be a good point to have a sip of my lovely coffee as well, because I've got a coffee. Oh man, the coffee powder's kind of at the top. I didn't really get a proper sip there. Oh well, it's my own fault, I guess. Let's keep going. Some lovely scenery, and those cages. Those cages, you see those in Devil May Cry 2, oddly enough. There's some baddies that are kind of skeletons in those cages. The ones that they just put you in there, and you don't... I think there's cages like that in Dark Souls, at least Dark Souls 2. They're kind of weird. Why is it you always see just like the skeletons in there, but no, and also no actual people. Also, I didn't even notice that there's some kind of weird troll living inside the bell. That's cool. It's cool. I'll whip you, sucker. I don't know how I... Actually, yeah, I'm not sure how much of this is really implemented, because this is called the aesthetic demo. I'm guessing the graphics are all good and done. But maybe there's some things, like I can't seem to heal. I don't know how I heal. Maybe I just don't. If you don't heal, you get this weird situation where sometimes you're better off just killing yourself anyway. It can be weird. Alright, the trick is to not get too ahead of yourself with these Grim Reaper guys. Just gotta let them come to you. The guys with the candles are pretty neat. You can actually burn yourself on the candles and things. But I won't, because I don't want to die. This guy seems to be permanently crying tears of blood or something, because tears of blood look cool. If you want to see more... I mean, I know that what we're seeing here is only a small sample of the awesome-looking, weird graphics they have ready in this game, because some pretty freaky shit later on. If you follow their Twitter and stuff, if you're a fan of video game art and pics... Oh... What was... you saw what happened anyway. I shan't explain it. You all saw. Those of you with eyes to see. I'm not sure I approve of that. Oh dear. There we go. I'm not completely wild about the death animation for those Bell Grim Reaper guys. Oh dear. Looks a little bit fakey, I don't know, somehow. Maybe it's the number of frames. It's still good and all, it's just something slightly off about it. Oh, there it is. Yeah, they just... I don't know if that powers them up or what. They just whip themselves. It's what they like doing, I guess. It's their hobby. Can I... Yeah, I can jump up the ladder. It's not a whole lot faster than... Oh. Oh, crap. What did I tell you? What did I tell you? Those spikes are the greatest enemy, because they just kill you in one go. I think they kill baddies in one go as well. Dang. Dang. Straightforward, but look how cool the snow looks as well. It's a straightforward enough game, but it plays pretty smoothly. I like how it feels. I almost wish there was a Dark Souls outfit so I could dress up as him or something. I swear a lot of this you could simulate in Dark Souls. I'm not necessarily even trying that hard. There doesn't seem to be much side paths and things. It's just, at least not in this aesthetic demo. So I'm not quite sure what what else is going to be in the full game in many ways. And everything sure looks cool. got a whole bunch of candles. Later on, I mean, sort of spoilers, but they have babies crying blood and all sorts of strange things. It's the ghastly wailing of the dead or something in the background there. Yeah, actually, I don't even know where I need to kill that guy. Yeah, half these guys I'm wondering why I need to kill them, really. So far, I can just kind of run past. Let's try that. Yeah, like, look at that, look at that. I guess later there'll be kind of a, I don't know, they'll drop red orbs or something, you know? Oh, normally in these games, the baddies drop some kind of currency just to give you another reason to kill them. As if their screams were not payment enough. This is not one of those games where the architecture makes sense, clearly. It's got stairs with no visible support, just kind of hanging around. Oh man, I feel the sense of building tension, you guys. They've done it. They've done it all with the level design. Some sort of... Justice smack. My temptation is always to just check for secret passages at the end. I love secret passages. Anyway, what else? Yeah, I've talked about the KKK. That's the important thing. But yeah, in Spain they have these cool processions. I showed the pictures. Now that was that was my main news. What? That was almost a friggin' snake eater ladder there. Uh-oh, shit's gonna go down. Here it comes. I know what happens now, because I've actually played this before, if that's not clear. I've done this before. What did I tell you about weird things waiting for you, eh? There's the end of the prototype right there. That's when they chose to end it. The little store looks, I think, some sort of adventure game or something, some sort of object-finding game. I don't know, but it looks like it's got the same kind of grim artistic style. Oh, that's very nice. Very nice. Well, thank you for watching this little video of me rambling while I play Blasphemous. It's a really cool-looking game that plays well, and I've actually given them like 20 quid or something over Kickstarter because I support stuff like this. I want them to do well. They've done well, I think, and they're probably able to make even more than they wanted to. So now their dreams can come true, and so will yours if you back them on Kickstarter. I'm not even clear if you can back them on Kickstarter anymore. I think you can do something. Anyway, if you like this, check them out on Twitter and such, and I'll see you next time on Ken Talks to Himself. Good night!